Hey everybody, this video is looking at how to add and subtract using standard form. The method is really straightforward and we're going to look at two ways of doing this. We're going to start with the most basic example. So with adding and subtracting, let's say you've been given a question where the powers, which I've highlighted in red here, are the same. How would you go about doing this? Well, let's have a look. We've got 4 lots of 10 to the power 3 plus 2 lots of 10 to the power 3, and that just means that in total we've got 6 lots of 10 to the power 3, and that's it. That's your answer there. This second example here, we've got 7 lots of 10 to the power 4, take away 3 lots of 10 to the power 4, well, you're left with 4 lots of 10 to the power 4. So this is relatively straightforward when the powers are the same. Now there's a special example here where the powers are the same, so we can add this in a relatively straightforward way. So 8 lots of 10 to the power 4 plus 8 lots of 10 to the power 4, well, that's going to mean that we have 16 lots of 10 to the power 4. However, you need to make sure that you see this is not in standard form as your final answer, so you may need to convert this into standard form. If you're not sure how to do this, look back at the other videos here, but I'll just briefly explain it. We need to make this a number between 1 and 10, so this is 1.6 times 10 to the power 1, and then we bring this down, which is times 10 to the power 4, and then we can simplify that. So this becomes 1.6 times 10 to the power 1 plus 4 is 5. This is now in standard form, and this is your basic addition. Now, more likely you're going to get questions where these powers are not matching. So let's have a look at these types of questions. So here you can see there's a 3 and there's a 4. We can't just add these up. You can't do 4 lots of 10 to the power 3 plus 2 lots of 10 to the power 4. It doesn't work. It's like 2x times 2x plus 2y. They're not similar terms, we can't add them. Alright, so what we're going to do, the method 1 is the really straightforward way of doing it. It's just to write the number out in full, and just add it up. So let's try that. So 4 times 10 to the power 3, so the decimal is going to move 3 places to the right from here. So let's write 4, 1, 2, 3, so that's 4,000. We can double check if we're right because the decimal starts here and moves 3 places, so that's going to be correct. And then the 2 times 10 to the power 4 is 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can see the decimal moves 1, 2, 3, 4 places, so it ends up there. So this is 20,000, so 4,000 plus 20,000. When we're adding these up together, I know you can do this in your head, of course, but let's just make sure we remember how to use column addition, just in case you get a bigger question. This is going to be 20,000, and then the 4,000 has to line up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Add this up, and you get 24,000. Now, you then will generally be expected to turn this back into standard form. So this is the same as 2.4 times 10 to the power, well, let's see where the decimal goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be a 4 there. So that's your answer. Okay, second example. We've got this method, which probably you may use less, but it's good to be aware of this method. Some students are quite quick at this, some students don't like it. Is to change the powers here so they match. So when we're going to rewrite this in a way that is not necessarily in standard form, but it makes it easier for us to add them. So the first thing we want to do is decide which power we want to match how. So I'm going to suggest we make this into 10 cubed. And the way we can do that is as follows. 4 times 10 cubed, that's the first part, so that stays as is, plus, now if we rewrite this, this is the same as 2 times 10 times 10 cubed. Now think about this bit here, we know that 10 to the power 1 and 10 cubed is the same as 10 to the power 4. So they are equivalent to each other. And just to potentially make it easier to visualize this, you can put this in brackets just like this. You don't have to do that. But we're then just going to add this up now. So this means we have 4 lots of 10 cubed plus, now 2 times 10 is 20, so this is 20 lots of 10 cubed, because that is just 20, 2 times 10. So 4 lots of 10 cubed plus 20 lots of 10 cubed is 24 lots of 10 cubed. There's one more step here. We need to make sure this is in standard form. So this is actually 2.4 times 10 times 10 to the power 3. So remember, 24 is just 2.4 times 10. And then we write this in standard form. So 2.4 times 10 to the power, now there's a 1 there, so 1 plus 3 is 4. And you can see we get the same answer. Now this method seems a lot more difficult, a lot longer. In some cases it might help you. You can use either method, doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's do a second example with this one here. You can use one of the two methods, either write this out in full and just add it, or you can make the exponents match. Okay, I'm going to have a go with this now. So if you need more time, pause the video. So I'm going to write this out the long way. So this is 3, 1, and the decimal moves 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So add the 0. So this is 31,000. And this one here, underlined in red, is 6.6, but the decimal moves 1, 2, 3 places. So this is 6,600. So we're just going to add these up. So 31,000, and this is going to be 6,600. So 0, 0, 6, 7, 3. You can add a comma there just to make it easier to read. So this is not your final answer. You've done your addition. You now need to turn it into standard form. So this is going to be 3.76. So make it a number between 1 and 10. And then the decimal has to move 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So this is times 10 to the power 4. If you did this the other way, you should get the same answer. I'm not going to show you that now. Okay, so this is a bit unusual that I'm going to be showing you this, but I need you to have a go practicing adding and subtracting in standard form with the answers visible here, so you can self-check your work. So you can pick out at least 2 or 3 of these questions. Try at least 2 or 3. If you get them wrong, try a few more. Pause the video, have a go with these questions, and then on the next slide we're going to be looking at some practice questions. Okay, here come the practice questions for you to do in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here's the exercise where you should be writing out your questions, converting so that the powers match, or writing them out the long way and just doing adding or subtracting. So pause the video now, and then I'm going to show you the answers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here are your answers. Mark your work, and that is adding and subtracting with standard form. What I want to show you now is where students go wrong. Okay, so in terms of spot the mistake, pause the video and see if you can spot mistakes in these 3 calculations, and then I'm going to show you, there's 3 separate questions here. Okay, if you need more time, pause the video, and here come the answers. So first of all, 3.5 times 10 to the power 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's fine. 4.1 times 10 to the power 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's fine. Adding these up, you can see it looks good so far. This looks good. Now the decimal has to be there, and it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the mistake. That should be a 5. Okay, question 2. We have 7.8 times 10 to the power 3. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. 1.5 times 10 to the power 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. Hopefully you spotted the issue here. The addition isn't working because the place values don't line up. This should be written as 7,800 and 15,000. So this number, the 7,800, needs to be to the right. And then so on. You can see the rest of the question. The answer is wrong, but the conversion from here to here, the conversion is correct, but the answer is wrong for this question. Okay, question 3. Let's check the conversion. So 4.72 times 10 to the power 3. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And then we've got 1.47. 1, 2. This is where the mistake is. So 1.47. If the decimal moves twice, 1, 2, it ends up after the 7. So this doesn't work. The addition also doesn't quite work. So this is the main mistake here. So yeah, this addition is technically correct, but it's using the wrong numbers because we know that this number here is not the right number. And this conversion, the conversion is also fine, but with the wrong number. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you in the next standard form video. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. I'll see you soon.